Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the what are we? We're daily political tarot and astrology. That's what we do here. Here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. It's the most wonderful day of the week. It's Sarah Wednesday.
Hello, hello.
And thank you so much for being here, Miss Sarah.
Thank you for having me.
But I'm here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We've got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. Yes. And we have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to us. Thank you. And if you are watching on replay, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed, or whatever works for you. So, hello, hello. We lost Sarah for a minute, but I'm sure she'll be back. All right, and hello, hello. Seeking the Shift says, I'm so ready for some Sarah, y'all. Yes, there she is.
Sorry, I was frozen, so I was like, yes.
No. Seeking the Shift just said, where was it? Amanda says, your lip color matches Sarah's glasses. Oh, that's cool. No, Seeking the Shift said, I'm so ready for some Sarah, y'all.
There's some y'all today.
Actually, the lipstick is also for my swag. So
very cool.
Actually, I just wanted to mention something that Sarah and I just discussed. She just put something together I hadn't. I really don't do like earthquakes or volcanoes, or there's a lot of earth stuff. I don't know. I don't get any kind of heads up or warnings or intuition or anything about that. Sarah said, you don't have any earth in your chart, do you? That's the point. I have none. I have no earth in my chart. Suddenly it makes sense.
I just figured, as a layperson, it would be hard to connect with something when you're on different wavelengths. So, yeah.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so
Stage of scales there. A seismic Johnson disappointment. There you go.
Lisa Graham said, hi all, a pox upon Representative Higgins. Just you wait, Representative Higgins, just you wait. So anyway, but no, we've got all kinds of questions. I mean, we've got all kinds of stuff today.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Are we ready? Are we ready to start?
Yes, sure.
Just
making sure I can see the questions as well as I would like. And something else. Oh, and I was going to check. It's too late now, but all right, we are okay. There's that and there. Okay, so everything is set. Yes. All right.
All right. Starting off, so the House voted 427-1. Higgins.
Higgins.
Record, that's South Louisiana. It's bad enough I have Johnson up here, but Higgins is down. I don't claim him.
Can I just point out that I just picked up the deck and I got this card on the bottom. Miss Sarah, seriously, people can tell you for the last, week or more, it's just been major arcana palooza.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not the happy shiny cards either.
No, okay. Higgins is South Louisiana, and I'm Northwest Louisiana. Higgins is also the guy who was talking about the ghost buses of people driving Antifa actors to January 6th and
ghost buses.
Something strange. Cool. Okay.
How are you going to get there? Ghost buses.
So, No, you're good. All right. Now, the Senate passed a motion under unanimous consent, which it doesn't quite mean what you think it might mean. And we're going to get to that in a second. So the main question is overall, what does that mean for the bill as it hits Trump? Now, unanimous consent, and Schumer put this on the floor, says, motion to pass this by unanimous consent, whatever. What that means is they didn't technically do a roll call. Now, it's done a lot of times. This is not the first time that that's happened. Unanimous consent has been done a lot over the years, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's anything bad. The issue with this is because it was done by unanimous consent and there wasn't actually a roll call, that there's not the requisite 2/3 votes that necessarily makes this veto proof if it comes to that.
Right.
So I'm assuming, and I need someone who's more knowledgeable about the law than I am, that the Senate can go back and vote, maybe, or it can be pushed back to them to vote. I don't know if they want to do that, if they want to get those 2/3 roll call, if it comes down to that. But as it sits, it's heading to the White House. Supposedly, and we've got a part 2 to this, it has to do with Mikey in the House, but we're going to get to that in a second. Supposedly, the White House says that Trump is going to sign it. So what is the energy of this bill or whatnot as it hits Trump Thin Skins, Diet Coke button, Sir Snooze a lot infused desk? Like, oh, you're muted, dear.
Sorry. For what it's worth, the information I have here is that if Trump won't sign it, if the president sends the bill back to the House, always the House first, because that's where the bill originated, the chamber of origin must receive the veto message. House reads the veto message into the record, blah, blah, blah. The House holds a new vote. This time specifically on shall the bill pass, the objections of the president notwithstanding. This is the override vote. And it must be a recorded roll call. And then if the House overrides, the bill goes to the Senate. The Senate must now hold its own override vote, which is a new roll call. And they need 2/3 of senators present and voting. And if both chambers reach 2/3, the bill becomes law despite the veto. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, how does the bill look as it's hitting Trump's desk? Like, does it look like, he's gonna?
Well, it's 1:22 p.m. here in Chicago. No, it's 1:22 p.m. in Washington, D.C., I should say. And he has 10 days to sign it or not.
Yes. Yeah, and that's part of what's in what we're going to talk about next. Yeah.
But I will point out that as of 1:23 p.m. in Washington, D.C., he hasn't signed it yet. He could have. He could have signed it this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, he's panicked. Oh, boy. Flop sweat. Oh, flop sweat boy. What is in these flipping files? I couldn't decide between freaking and flipping.
And the flippity gibbet darn.
What are in these flippity gibbet files? Because he's desperate to obfuscate, and right behind that, you've got the victims. Okay, that's card for the reading. The 5 cards are Democrats. Happy going forward. Already have a lot of information. Matter of fact, I think it feels like there are people in Congress, Democrats, who know even more but can't or don't want to release things yet. Like they're holding something back, or they know something they can't corroborate yet. But there's something here where it's like, oh, we have got stuff. Oh, we've got stuff. Because it's in the center, I've got the Tower, then I've got the Wheel of Fortune. And Knight of Cups with Democrats going forward. So he's panicked. And this is good for Democrats. This is good for people trying to stand up for the victims. What the heck are in those files that he is so freaked out about? There's so much that's already leaked. There's already, I mean, after 34 felony convictions and adjudicated R-word allegations, I mean...
No, I know of, well, I don't know. I've heard some things on the TikToks that allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, there's proof of it's more than just the essay stuff. It's way more. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Unfortunately, there's a lot of shady business dealings, a lot of money laundering, a lot of fake marriages for business purposes. There's a lot of, like people, I don't know, they didn't go into detail on that, but apparently there's a lot of foreign involvement that shouldn't be in places. So apparently it's way bigger. And Janice, yes, it's a birthmark. But thank you.
What?
Oh, Janice yeah. Yes, Kim, embezzlement, insider trading, money laundering, mail order bribes, and brides. Yeah.
I don't have big time cards on that. Hang on. Let me see. Let me see if I can get into this energy. Just a second. I just want to hurl when I go into the general energy because of just Epstein and Maxwell.
Mm-hmm.
Is it bigger? Is it worse? Is it... I don't have major arcana on this. I've got things could come out and it could affect votes, but I mean, well, I've got the magician on this one. I didn't even have that in the last one, and that's just moving resources around, which could be bad. On the defensive, sitting pretty, walking away, bludgeoning. There's not much. Is it okay? So is it? I'm not getting much on the business side of it. Maybe it's the business side of it isn't what could sink him. Are there really pictures of him with, stuff like that?
Did say it wasn't like Mark. Is his name Mark? Mark specifically went on record, Jeffrey's brother Mark, and said that person in question was not Bill. There are other Bubbas. I'm guessing he didn't deny the whole thing happened, but just said it was not Bill. For the record, did we?
Oh no, I was thinking young humans.
That too. But he doesn't care about that. He'll only care about himself.
So what is in here that just has him in an absolute panic flop sweat? It just look. I've been doing this for 6 years every single day, and we went through the first administration, the Biden years, and now we're in this mess. There's so many things that have happened that should have taken this guy out of politics and out of our lives, and preferably into a prison. And it didn't happen, which is vexing to say the least. So I just have trouble believing at this point that there's anything that could actually bring this jerk down other than his own health. But I pull cards on what's in the files. Is it bad for him? And on the business side of it, I got nothing, basically.
Right.
But then I ask again about, okay, well, what's in it that's so bad that he's
stressing? Right.
He's this stressed. And so sorry. Page of Wands, Hermit. So this is things done in secret. Devil, Fool, Justice.
There's something.
Look, I understand. I understand there are people who are like, tarot doesn't work. You're just picking random cards. So why is this over and over and over and over and over? Bad major arcana cards. But then I talk about something else and no, it's fine. Nothing. But then I go back to this exact topic. Boom. This is things done in secret.
Right. Rose Blue brings up a point. We're never going to actually see pictures, and that's okay. I don't want to.
Oh, no, I don't want to.
No. Just, I mean, somebody can just note that they exist and that the proper authorities have seen them, and I'm okay with that.
Yep.
I don't need to see. I don't want to see. Nobody needs to see.
Nope.
Other than the proper authorities.
Right.
That's it. So. All right. A follow-up with this at 1650. Chris Cool brought up Trump, as you were saying, has 10 legislative days, excluding Sunday, to act on a bill by signing it, vetoing it, or doing nothing. If Congress is in session, the bill becomes a law without a signature. But if Congress adjourns and the president does nothing, the bill dies through a pocket veto. White House officials have said that, that Trump is going to sign it, the bill into law once it gets to the White House. Will Mikey dismiss the House to try to force a veto? Keep in mind that Thanksgiving is in 7 days. 7 days, yes. Now,
tomorrow.
So now I'm thinking federal holidays would not count in those legislative. I don't know how the law works on that, but.
I'm not specifically getting if they are going to walk away. What I'm getting is whatever they do, if they don't go through this, they are going to be burdened. If Speaker Pipsqueak, the heretic, tries to pull this off, burdened, heavily burdened. People came together for justice, and the speaker may think he has just all this power, but in the House they went on record. And so the amount of pushback he will get from his own people, all but one. Hundreds of Republicans went on the record in the House of Representatives to say, release the files. This is a big deal. That's the big Macy's Day Parade float of, it ain't subtle. So now just waiting. This is Democrats, but also the victims are speaking out. And this is a day late and a dollar short and burdened. So, okay, I'll pull some clarification, but if he tries to pull anything like this? Oh, that's not going to go well for him or the Republicans.
While you're pulling that, Becca from House of Lenormand has stopped by. Says she's listening while working. Do follow House of Lenormand. Yes.
Yes. Hello, Becca.
Go ahead.
M. Kelby says 5 members of the House didn't vote. Oh, I understand that, but 5 out of...
Yeah. CC Ryder, Higgins's seat. I don't know. That one's very. He's been down there. He's been there a while, and this is not out of character for him. So.
All we want for Christmas is the Epstein files, the Epstein files, the Epstein files. It's just random singing day here on the Black and Orange channel. Okay, here's the thing. Look, you voted. And there's behind that is the would-be emperor. Okay. Yes, there. We got everybody. Do it. Forward momentum, strength. You're on the side of right. You're on the side of the victims. You're on this is good for you. There's the group of MAGA feeling beaten up. So since I'm only getting that side feeling beaten up, I wouldn't be surprised if Speaker Pipsqueak the Heretic decides to play games for a while, but it will not go well for him at all. And it feels like it's more than just his job. Because if the Republicans turn on Speaker Mike Johnson, because he wouldn't allow, he's not on the side of the victims here.
Right.
And he's dragging his feet again. Tell me again how Christian you are. As in, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
His own people saying, I don't want to hear it. And when I say pushback, I don't mean, oh, we're going to replace you. I mean, like, in his face, you are not only, you're not a Christian, you are a devil. Like, in his face. And that hits him where it hurts.
I'm going to let you read that real quick, and then I've got something to interject.
Card for the reading's Justice. Yeah. Ace of Wands doing Trump's bludgeon bidding. Yeah, this would be going into recess. This would be hiding. The High Priestess is secrets. It's actually a cult, which doesn't mean something devilish. It means hidden wisdom. That's what the word occult means. And but this feels, and this is often, the Hermit is usually a card of like pulling away for self-reflection. And maybe you have some wisdom and you're holding up the lamp to help yourself, but also guide others in this deeply reflective reflection type thing. But when this card goes bad, for me, it's men doing bad things in secret. Yeah. And I don't get the High Priestess card for that generally. I mean, sometimes if it's focusing on the secrets aspect, but because there's no wisdom,
right?
There's zero wisdom involved, and this ends in adding insult to injury. So, expect Trump to act like a fool. Expect Mikey to act like a fool. This is not going to be easy.
Are we going to see this signed before Thanksgiving?
Okay, let me look. But I have to get my own opinions out of this, because my own opinion is just nah. Mayor says, how do we get rid of Pam Bondi and Kash Patel? Vote. I'm afraid there's no better. Well, that's what we want. This is a little bit like chess, where you have the king back behind the pawns, and he's castled.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Republicans out there who are supposed to be protecting him. But that's a lot of information, and there's a lot of aggressive action to get it. The Page of Swords, though, he's a bully.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sign that bill into law to release the Epstein stuff. Okay, I'm getting conflicting information. He's been in refusal the whole time. Then Democrats pulled it together. Absolutely pulled it together. Which is causing Trump to be in an absolute panic. And he just goes forward pretending, oh, I'm victorious, I did a thing, but then he's feeling beaten up. There's something about this, he's just not straightforward.
Right.
I'm trying to think, what would I get if he was absolutely going to sign it like today or Monday,
right.
Or I'm trying to think, what would I get for that? It would be decision. Ace of Swords would be a big old pen. Communication.
Yeah, Mayor, as far as Bondi and Patel go, it's gonna take new representatives that are willing to impeach them. So it really will take a vote.
As far as this moving forward, there's a lot of hope. This is the last card, but there's a lot of humming and hawing and communicating and, oh yeah, we'll act, but then stir things up, and then it's minor arcana. So the cockroaches are just gonna do what cockroaches do. And that's what I've got. So I wouldn't hold my breath. Or if he does, it's not going to be like, yay, and then they get the stuff.
Well, speaking of that and what people were asking in chat as far as 2026 goes and voting, Batgirl has a question that sort of ties all that together. After yesterday's vote, is Dumpy catching on to the plan that Republicans possibly want to replace him, maybe with Vance or someone else? I mean, they're getting tired of, and we'll talk about that more too. But they are going to end up paying the price, the members of Congress, long before he does. Unfortunately, well, I don't know.
Well, no, they will, because they're going to face voters sooner than he will.
Right. I just meant as far as unfortunately, some of them deserve that too. So, yeah.
I misspoke. In theory, he should not face voters again at all.
Right. That part.
Not a chance. His narcissism, not a chance. You work for me. The king is displeased. You are to be loyal to me. I am only loyal to you. He thinks he's a medieval king. Right. Everyone is to be loyal to him to the death, and he has to be loyal to no one. and women, piggies, should go shut their mouths.
Mm.
And what he says goes.
Mm.
No, he's not remotely. His narcissism, he's paranoid, but he's always paranoid.
Yeah.
But his narcissism, no.
Oh, goodness. All right. 30-30. JR has a question. What is the energy around Ghislaine? Knowing more of her secrets could come out, and will it result in more charges for her? Because, I mean, here's the thing. She's losing bargaining power.
Leverage.
Yeah, because if something is bad enough to remove people, it doesn't matter what he promised her. It doesn't matter, because it doesn't mean that someone behind him has to, honor what he said.
I despise this woman. I despise this woman. Like this much below Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And as I've said before, I hate Donald Trump so much. I hate Donald Trump. I despise, I should say hate, but I despise him with so strongly that I am forming a diamond somewhere in my body. When I see Jeffrey Epstein's face, or I see Ghislaine Maxwell's face, I have a visceral reaction. Well, I mean, for what it's worth, she's in a cushy jail, but at least she's in a jail. Fisher 70, a diamond, not a pearl? No. Judgment of the Emperor. Oh yeah, she could flatten Trump. Fruits of labor. Waiting for the ship to come in. Devil. She deserves none of the good stuff she's getting. None. I mean, I think you know me by now. I'm not a super vindictive person. I'm not. Right. But she deserves none of it.
Right.
She's waiting for more. She's waiting for pardon, for her sentence to be commuted, one way or the other. She is waiting to walk out of that prison and get directly on a plane. And she will. I don't care, even if it's, we're letting you out for now, but don't leave. No, she will be on a private plane so quickly, headed overseas, if they let her out. But yeah, she could absolutely flatten Trump.
Mm.
So it's, you better.
Mm.
Or, so is she losing leverage?
I think her window of opportunity is shrinking.
I don't think she sees it that way. I could be wrong. But I think she sees it as she could absolutely flatten him. Or make his life so unbelievably toxic. So but she thinks, she's like, you will let me out before you leave power. You will. Because here's the other thing. I'm not saying she would, but what happens if she says, okay, and because right now she's pulling on the Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
What if she gets mad enough where she's going to be stuck there and she says, fine, then I'll talk to the Democrats. If she gets good treatment or gets out. Yeah, but that's down the road. But no, right now she's expecting her sentence to be commuted. And that whole thing where we know in that audio where she was being interviewed that she was like, oh no, Trump has never done anything wrong in his entire life, and he's the perfect specimen, and he's so tall and handsome and smart.
With tears in her eyes.
With tears in her eyes, sir, just the greatest ever. And you know how fake that was?
Oh,
and
yeah.
We were all like, oh, please. I mean, you could tell.
Right, yeah.
That was literally her being charming. She was putting as much effort. She is such a monster. That is literally the best she can do to be charming.
Okay.
Gross.
Right?
Oh, you are kidding me. No, Rob, tell me that's not true. Tell me Ghislaine's dog's name isn't Donald. That can't be.
The dog that she's got in prison?
Tell me that's not true.
That would be...
Okay. Anyway. Well,
okay. 3630. During an Oval Office exchange, Trump attacked ABC reporter Mary Bruce for asking why he never got around to releasing the Epstein files. He called her a terrible reporter, labeling ABC fake news and urging the FCC to revoke the network's broadcast license. Now that he is in panic mode, which he is, we are getting there. He is entering full, I am a lame duck. The walls are closing in panic mode. Will we start to see more legitimate news stories and outlets shut down?
The tide might be turning a little bit. Because, I mean, we just want justice. That's all we want.
Mm-hmm.
We want justice. During Trump's first year so far, he's gone after all kinds of journalists, news media, by threatening the parent companies who are constantly wanting to merge and get bigger and all this kind of thing. And that worked at first. But people are starting to step up. Was it Disney or Paramount? I think it was Paramount. That suddenly their subscriber numbers tanked after they sided with Trump.
It was Disney.
Was it Disney?
It was Disney. It was Disney and ABC over Kimmel. Everybody when canceled their Disney Plus. Yeah.
Consumers really are in control here. And what you do has an effect, because obviously the only thing that those corporate jerks who were siding with Trump, and anyone who's siding with Trump is a jerk, but those people, those corporate guys and gals, their responses are going to get weaker to Trump's threats. He's already calling for Seth Meyers to be kicked out. And as far as I'm aware, nothing has happened to Seth Meyers. Trump's been talking about this for weeks, and nothing has happened to Seth Meyers. So, and I would be very surprised if if they didn't beg Colbert to come next May when his contract is up.
I don't think he will at this point. He shouldn't. They were willing to just toss him.
We'll see. But Trump's position is weaker.
Yes.
Becca from House Enormous is breaking. Eugene Vindman? No, Vindman? Congress. I'm afraid I don't understand.
Real quick, we're waiting on clarification from that. No, honey.
Woodpile Witch, Colbert never went to the island. No. Colbert's a good guy.
Yes. Taurus. Yes, there is a no-buy from November 25th to December 2nd. Boycott regime companies. Yes. It is also an excellent, excellent chance to shop small, to shop local shops if you have markets or craft fairs in your area. If you have mom and pop stores in your area, that is the time to keep that money in your community. So, okay, what are we talking about? Vindman.
I'm not seeing any.
Eugene.
Yeah, I'm not getting a headline popping up. Nothing in Apple News. Anyway,
there's a tape.
Okay. Becca says, breaking. Eugene Vindman, congressman, is urging for the phone call between Trump and MBS to be released, claiming disturbing and shocking following the murder of Jamal Khashoggi.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. It's on Daily Beast. Alexander
Vindman's twin. Thank you, a cat mom. CC Ryder saying there's no credible source reporting that Maxwell has a puppy named Donald. I haven't.
Okay. A lot of that's breaking. We might have to look at that tomorrow once we can get some more details on that.
Yeah. I can throw 3 cards just on the feeling of...
Sure, let's do that.
And he's saying that this call should be released. Now, was this call back in the day?
Yes, it was from the first administration. Vindman worked for the National Security Council at the time. But it was between Trump and the Saudis concerning when that gentleman was unalived. And in it, apparently there's it claims that one phone call can be reviewed, undercut Trump's astonishing defense of the Crown Prince in the Oval Office on Tuesday when he said, concerning the unaliving, that things happen.
Why now?
Right.
Let me just pull 3 cards.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I don't have major arcana. I've got in the course of working, and there's reason to be upset. There's movement, overwater burden, and some investigation.
I do know Vindman's a good guy. He was the one on, he's now a representative, but he was, at the time, he worked in national security. Do you remember during the Jan 6 trials, the security guy that they had that talked about, a bunch of stuff? That's Vindman.
Well, but that he is a twin.
Yes, but
we're talking about the twin, aren't we?
No, we're talking about Eugene, from what I'm understanding. Okay,
hang on. Well, I guess if he's going public with this now, then the Democrats would have to subpoena that information.
Silky Steel, when the chat goes very fast, we don't always see anything. No one is ignoring you, sweetheart. It just, things go through very, very fast. We're not ignoring anything. And I'm going to get to there in just a moment.
Well, we want things to be brought to light, and there's some energy there, some truth that would undermine work being done. But again, for the most part, I've got minor arcana, so it's just kind of, Democrats should call if this is a problem. Yeah, it's the twin brother of Alex Vindman.
Okay.
Thank you. And Eugene was recently elected to Congress. Thank you, B. Smith.
All right. Silky Steel did bring up in chat that 122 children were recovered from a trafficking ring yesterday in Florida, and mainstream media hasn't touched it, but that they have been rescued and they are safe. So that is
yay! Good.
All right. We need some good news. And again, Silky Steel, we weren't ignoring you. It's just the chat goes very fast. And if she's in the middle of reading, I also have ADHD. So there are a lot of things that pop up and I'm like, oh, yes. And then my brain goes, Chirp. So mea culpa. All right. Next, let's see here at 40. And if we're having a question as to why they're not covering it, because that's DeSantis's area, they're part of the world. They're not going to cover it. I mean, yeah. 4630. Thread of Hope says, now, I need to clarify this a little bit. There has been some discussion on the interwebs that Trump has stolen $3 billion in his first 100 days of term. It's not that he has stolen $3 billion. I wouldn't put it past anything, but it's not that it has been stolen. It's just that his net worth has increased $3 billion. It actually breaks down, according to Forbes, to a bunch of memes, a meme coin type stuff. The money that he's gotten from various lawsuits, like they've got a breakdown in the link in the description box. So Trump's net worth has increased by over $3 billion in his first 100 days. Much of that has to do with lawsuit settlements and the deregulation in certain aspects of crypto. Will he continue to get away with manipulating the markets and laws to boost his wealth, or has Congress had just about enough of him benefiting while they will ultimately pay the price come 2026?
Yes, says congressional members as they're filling their pockets. Oh, Trump, you shouldn't be allowed. Trump's ongoing wealth, because his tech company just cratered. Apparently, yes. I guess the value of his tech company decreased by like $3.8 billion or something. I don't understand how it was ever worth that to begin with.
Right.
Or 3.4. Thank you.
I agree, M. Kelpie. He does need to pay Eugene Carroll. Absolutely. You can't say he doesn't have any money. Forbes says he's worth an extra $3 billion, jumped up 118 places on the list.
How much damage has that list done? Okay, here's the thing. We would very much like temperance of all of these people, the way they are enriching themselves. I do have a world card in the middle, and very Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto and Aquarius is not big on the robber barons. It's very anti-robber baron. Hemmed in, or people hemmed in and having to walk away, but this is pretty weak. So I just got a mixed bag here of just, is he going to keep enriching himself? Yes. Is it as much as he managed in this first however many months. Probably not, but he's the con, the grift just goes on. Day ending and day.
Oh, goodness. All right. Next question. A few of you were asking about this in chat. So, a federal magistrate issued a scathing rebuke of the Justice Department's prosecution of James Comey, describing it a disturbing pattern of investigative errors, procedural lapses, and potential government misconduct serious enough to jeopardize the entire case. The judge ordered the DOJ to immediately hand over all grand jury materials to Comey's defense, signaling that if the alleged misconduct is confirmed, the court may dismiss the charges outright due to compromised due process and the DOJ's apparent failure to follow lawful investigative standards. Will the case be dropped? I know that as we've been sitting here, I think Raymond brought up that it has also been determined that the grand jury didn't even get all the information in the case. Whoopsies. So is this going to be yeeted?
Are you kidding me? Cards for the reading. It hurt Dumpy's feelings. Oh, Comey hurt Dumpy.
Don't.
And he's still mad because he holds a grudge forever. So, yes, he pulled out his big bludgeon and sent whatever flunky was willing to go out there and try to argue. But whatever these arguments are, minor arcana, because it ends in actual justice. So, yeah. So stupid.
Yeah.
Mare says the sun is in Scorpio, the moon is in Scorpio, Mercury is in Scorpio, Lilith is in Scorpio. You better tell the truth because it'll be exposed anyway. Yes. Mm-hmm. And I saw it just went by very quickly, I'm afraid. But there was something in the chat about someone asking why people are short-tempered or something. Is there something in the astrology? The whole thing about Scorpio is intense. It's a water sign, so it's emotional, and it is. Think of it this way: there are three water signs. There's Cancer, that is the crab, so up on the beach, right in the water. Okay, and then you have Pisces, which is the dolphin.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Scorpio, which is 2 miles down where the fish don't have eyes. And it's dark, and you have to be that pressure and intense to survive. It goes into the darkness and the depths, and is willing to, the private investigators of the zodiac digging into the depths. So with all of that, Chris Cole asking, is Annabelle in Scorpio too? Yeah. Yeah. So if they're with all of that Scorpio energy, that in and of itself, I mean, I'd have to go look. I didn't get a chance this morning, but I want to say that maybe Mars might be doing something. But yeah, with all that Scorpio energy, yeah, people can get very intense. And if you're not a Scorpio, or you haven't grown up with Scorpios, it can be like, oh yeah, that's rough. And those who are Scorpios or grew up with Scorpios, they're like, oh yeah, I understand.
Well, we have time for one more question.
Oh yeah, weird chick. Thank you. Oh, I have 4 planets in Scorpio: Sun, Moon, Mars, and Pluto. Intensity is the correct word.
Yeah. All right. At 54:30, Trump said it'd be okay.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Amanda just said Scorpio, water sign, supreme.
That's hysterical.
That was good.
All right. Trump said he would be okay with launching U.S. military strikes in Mexico to combat drug cartels, refusing to say whether he'd actually seek Mexico's permission in which to do such, while also suggesting he would target cocaine factories in Colombia and declining to rule out sending troops to Venezuela, escalating regional tensions as Mexico and Colombia reiterate opposition to unauthorized U.S. military action. So the question is this going to put him in danger with foreign nationals? Because one can only tick off other people so many times.
Yeah. Just pointing out this entertainment only before I say what I'm about to say, which is if Trump really wants to fight drugs and cocaine, go raid his son's house.
She went there, y'all.
Have you seen the video of Junior up on stage, reaching out his pocket and rubbing his gums?
Oh yeah.
There's only one reason people rub their gums like that. So entertainment only, but we've seen the video. We've seen it. But here's the thing. If he makes people mad enough, I mean, and I don't want this guy to die in office. I really don't.
We're not advocating for any.
No.
We do not want physical harm.
No.
We want justice.
Yes. But all I'm doing is pointing out that his own side has come for him multiple times now. His own side. And these kids, mostly young men, are idiots.
Oh, yeah.
What happens if an expert sniper who can hit things from, 2 miles away gets marching orders from their government? And it's not like the cartels are anti-gun. Oh, card for the reading. Okay. What is that sound you get on shorts sometimes in that weird accent? I don't know where it's from, but it's just a voice, a little cutesy voice going, drugs. Drugs.
Yeah.
Drugs. So, gonna go fight the... Aren't you already spread kind of thin with the whole ice thing? Because this doesn't end well. And I am not saying that they shouldn't go after the cartels. Everybody should go after the cartels. I am also saying, if you are someone who is, let us say, snowing hills with the white powder, be very, very aware that you are funding trafficking. I have no patience for that. So, just saying. Oh my gosh, that's true. Raymond said the only person whose standard of living is improved during this term is Ghislaine Maxwell. Hellspell saying Don Jr. probably sucking his pants pockets. Yes, Visualize 70. Donald Trump Jr. is such a snowflake. Miss Sarah?
I'm sorry. I did not catch the last thing that you said because I was looking. Okay. I'm sorry. What was it you said?
Hellspells in the chat said, oh no, that was before that. Oh goodness, where was it? Oh, that was it. Visualize 70, it was. Visualize 70 said, Donald Trump Jr. is such a snowflake.
That was a good one.
That was good.
That was a good one. It was very good.
Look, you want to go after cartels, you want to go after the things. Yeah, you're going to, yeah. Let's stop trafficking everywhere.
That'd be nice. That'd be fabulous.
Would it cause huge problems? Yes. But I don't know. It's just, this is a distraction.
Very much so. Very much so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a point, Raymond. PJ O'Rourke said, drugs have taught an entire generation of kids the metric system. It's true. Yeah. But no, seriously, if consumers would stop using the drugs,
yep, things would fix themselves. PDQ.
Yep. And I understand there's some people who, you know, they were like hurt, and then they got sucked into that whole painkilling stuff, opioid stuff, or there's some extenuating circumstance and addiction is a real thing. I get all that, but there are plenty of people doing using this stuff recreationally. Plenty. There are lots of people using it recreationally, and if you're using that stuff recreationally, you are funding trafficking.
Oh yeah.
And you should be shunned at minimum. Yeah. Anyway,
real quick before we leave, one thing that I was looking earlier, which is why I missed that comment, and I apologize again.
No, you're fine.
There has been some talk in chat about how Pam Bondi may possibly be disbarred, and how that could mess things up. And the general idea is that would get her removed as Attorney General. Not necessarily, because the Attorney General of the United States is nominated by the President, confirmed by the Senate, but there's no, it's always been lawyers, but there's no requirements in the Constitution for qualification.
Yeah.
So even if she gets disbarred, unless they actually go through with impeaching her, that doesn't mean that she has to leave unless Trump fires her or she's impeached. So she wouldn't be able to personally argue a case if she's disbarred. But that doesn't mean that, I'm not saying that we should be like, yay, if she's disbarred, like justice, things like this are good, you know? But let's, I don't want us to be all, and that's going to fix it. No, unfortunately.
Right.
So there we go.
But it makes things more difficult for her.
Yes, it will make things much more difficult for her. So,
oh gosh, I just cut the deck. Got Fool in the Death card. There's something coming. There's something coming. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on with me today, Miss Sarah.
Thank you for having me. Thank you all for being fabulous.
Yes.
Yes.
And it is, oh gosh, it's now 1:08. We stayed on late. It's 1:18 p.m. here in Chicago and in Shreveport.
Yes.
And at 3:00, Miss Sarah will be starting Creative Sprints, I believe.
Yes.
And I will be along as soon as I can. I have a standing appointment on Wednesdays. Yeah, there is a new moon tomorrow, and it looks pretty. There's some other stuff going on astrologically that may not go well for Dumpster. So, but please remember you're not alone, that we're in this together. There are good days ahead.
Yes.
And thank you so much for all your support of the channel. Thank you. All right. And I will definitely see you, as always, tomorrow. Okay. Bye.
Louis, it's in the description box.